The other day, I was uh, I was engrossed in my work while I heard uh, a conversation from the neighboring apartment, and now this apartment faces ours directly, and the conversation was in between a father and a son. And it's not that I was trying to pry on them or eavesdropping, but the thing is, um, they were they were pretty loud, and they were having this, let's say, almost like an argument wherein the father was saying something, and all that I could hear was the son saying that, what do you know about it? I mean, in your time you didn't even have the computers, mobile, or the internet. So how do you claim to know, what do you say that you know, and how do you know what you know is the ultimate? So, see, well, the question is pretty valid about, um, no answer is the ultimate to any question, because there are different directions or different approaches towards a same question, and the answer could be, looked upon on basis of the perception. But that reminds me of a situation like, see, if the previous generation of ours didn't have the access to computers, mobile, or internet, um, I personally believe that it's because they understood the need of communication. They understood the need of wirelessly communicating. They understood the need of sharing files, because it was so cumbersome process when one side has to share the design with another side and so on. So as they say that necessity is the mother of all invention. So our previous generation, our fathers or our forefathers, they understood the need of this communication, sharing of information and so on. So their entire generation, their entire life, they worked upon how to develop those. I mean, it was like they worked hard to make the computers. They worked hard to make this internet connectivity available. They worked hard to make the data available. Now, when they don't have, when they were working on it, they couldn't be having it, right? Before making the computers, they cannot have the computers. So as they made the first computers, so came the second generation, the third generation, and so on. So today we have the latest, let's say, as a comparison to the time, we have the latest technology in terms of mobile, in terms of computers, in terms of internet connectivity, and so on. I remember personally when I completed my uh, higher diploma in software engineering, and in the year around 2000, that's 20 years back, or 20 21 odd years back. I have worked with internet connection which was on a dial-up modem, and it used to be so painful. Like, you need to plug in the telephone line, you need to unplug it from the telephone, and you need to plug it to the dial-up modem, and you need to dial that ISP number, and then the connectivity happens and so on. See, the process was so cumbersome, and yet we worked. And in between, if the telephone came, the telephone, if somebody tries to get in touch with us, the line got disconnected, and they found the line busy, and so on. All these kind of problems. Now we seamlessly connect to the internet from our mobile, from our from our computers, and from the iPads and everything. So now the thing is, if they wouldn't have worked hard, we wouldn't have what we have today. So similarly, when you're in an organization, you are that leader who is heading the department, heading the organization. So you need to understand whatsoever organizational fault or deviation, along with that, the success whatsoever been handed over to you as a leader to manage the organization or the department. You need to understand your predecessors, your leaders worked very hard, worked their best, as per the resource available, as per their information available, as per the hardware available, and they created this organization. And now maybe you are a fresh B grad school student, you might be from the IT schools and so on. But when you join the organization, you should not have that mentality. You should not have that outlook of, what this guy been doing. I mean, this organization lacks this and that and that. So if you find that the organization which has been handed over to you, or the department which has been handed over to you, or the process which has been handed over to you lacks certain things, use your skill, use your experience, use your knowledge to overcome that, to make that as a stepping stone towards providing a solution, providing a kind of let's say answer to the questions which has remained unanswered by the previous leaders because of shortage of resource, technology and manpower whatsoever. So the thing is, when you're taking over that department or the organization, you need to understand very well whatever has been handed over to you. The previous leaders did their best to deliver the best to you, and now that you have that opportunity to work on that, use your skill, use your experience, use your knowledge, use your IT and skills, and you align even your subordinates along with the skill sets and along with the organizational goal, along with the defects that you have noticed, along with the deviations, and try to contribute, try to work out on those points, because the first thing is you have identified those, which is a great thing. So if you have identified it, just identifying a mistake or a gap or a challenge or a question is not enough. It's very easy to point out and say, hey, this things doesn't work, and this is so old, and this does not work anymore. When you say this does not work anymore, I'm sure that you know what works now. So you suggest that, you provide that solution, you provide the suggestion to the stakeholders, to the managers, to the directors. And if you're the director yourself, make that call, talk to the stakeholders, take that decision to overcome those obstacles, to overcome those challenges which you have noticed very, very intelligently, and give a solution so that your contribution can come across the organization as a solution and solves the problem. So again, going back to that conversation between the father and son, when the son was having this conversation, so the father very intelligently said, like, yes, it's very true that in my generation I didn't had the computers, I didn't had the internet, I didn't had a smartphone. That's the reason we worked on it and gave it to you. Now it all matters is how you use this and what you leave for the next generation. That was a brilliant answer. I believe that was a one in a thousand kind of answer that he has given to his son, and it is a very good lesson for us also to learn from that. Like, see, whatsoever our leaders have provided, whether it's a country, whether it's an organization, whether it's a department, whether it's a process, they have tried their best as per the socio-economic, technology, knowledge, availability of all those. And when they have handed it over to us, it's our responsibility to use whatsoever we have learned, whatsoever we have gained as an experience, and utilize those as a tool to provide a solution to make those challenges, those obstacles go. That's how you see. That's how every invention has been going on. So that comes again to the corporate ethics and corporate words also. In the world of corporates, like it's very easy when you go ahead and find the department not working properly, the people not working properly. They are going haywire in the process. They are going out of the track. So you as a leader, you need to align your subordinates, the people who reports to you, their skill sets to their goals, and their goals with the organizational goals. That is the main, I would say, the responsibility of the leader, to align people's skill sets as per the job responsibility to be handed over to them, and along with that, aligning that person's personal goal, that employee's personal goal with the organizational goal, and the overlapping goal. I keep on repeating, the overlapping goal is the goal, is the common goal, which when the employee targets to achieve, he not only or she not only achieves his or her goals, but in the process also achieves the goal of the organization. So you as a leader, you need to do that alignment. You need to use your experience you need to use your knowledge to align that and provide that feedback, so that whatsoever has been handed over to you, when you handed it over to the next level, like let's say you go ahead with the organization and you get promoted, you make sure that whatever has been handed over to you, the defects, the deviations which it had, when you are handing over the department or the organization or the process to the next leader, those deviations are gone, because you have worked real hard on those and you have worked towards solving those, and the new leader who comes up takes the department, or takes the process, takes the organization with new kind of challenges, but not the existing challenges which were there when the organization, the process, or the department was handed over to you. If it still exists, then you literally did not contribute as a leader. So, guys, with that note, today I wrap up the morning vibe session with Career Counseling Online. It's always great talking to you guys. Please spread the word about Career Counseling Online. We are on LinkedIn with the same name, Career Counseling Online. Join our LinkedIn group, join our Facebook group with the same name. We have a Facebook page which is Career Counseling Online. You can share your feedback, you can write to us, you can exchange ideas, and you can meet lovely people. You can meet real professional, cool people who are there exchanging their ideas and working on the challenges, the post-COVID challenges and the present challenges, which are arising working from home and so on. So